High Low with Mustard Man. That's a cool tune. You can definitely, I mean, they're classified as fuzz rock, and you can definitely tell that because it's almost all distortion, but still works well for them. Really like the vocals. I love the harmonies, and I've always been a big fan of these guys.
Yeah, they've got great energy. I heard a little bit of Green Day in there. Some of the vocal delivery remind me a little bit of Kurt Cobain. Great energy. It was a good tune.
What both you guys said. I can't add to that.
No, that's totally fine. So next up, we're going to get to Blacktooth. This is Downside Up. Dig this.
You feel completely peculiar. You feel as though your body is undergoing some strange kind of anesthesia. All the air has been pumped out of the room. The colors jump up. The edges sharpen. And at that point, people say, whoa, wow, it's really coming on strong. the third hit.
Right on. That was a Black Tooth with Downside Up. Now, really kind of cool, kind of reminiscent of the 60s as far as the chords went, and just kind of had that kind of upbeat, almost kind of country pop as well.
Yeah, and it's just such a trippy song.
I know.
it almost crosses the line into novelty song, but it doesn't quite go there. So it's just, but man, the playing is really good. I like it a lot.
Some of the stuff that he's saying is pretty ridiculous and pretty funny.
Yeah. See, lyric-wise, it kind of reminds me of Primus, because Primus does that all the time.
Absolutely.
But they're fantastic musicians. I mean, they really are. For the funny lyrics they play, these guys, the talent is just, it's unbelievable. Anyways, so we got time.
Great musicians.
Oh, that's right. And I got a chance to see them a few times, and they put on a very good show. And it's so funny because Les Claypool is about 6'4", 6'5", and his bass is pretty much up at the top of his chest instead of like down at his waist or his knees.
Oh, wow.
So because he's got long legs too, right? So he kind of walks around because kind of does that kind of frog-like kick. His voice goes so far, like, oh my god, this guy's just like a giant. You know? So, but they just put on a really good show, and he's just an beyond amazing musician. So the last song we have for part 6 here of A Year in Rewind is a song by Proud Honey. The song's called Can't Buy Style.
Down at people around town, just as long as you never take him for real. He'll lie and he'll steal. Hey man, what a deal. Arrogance and selfish pride, yeah. All that money can't buy style, no. You can't buy style, no. All that money
Proud Honey with Can't Buy Style. And like I was saying off air, these guys were very nice, and I interviewed them about a year and a half ago, maybe just a little bit over that. But they were the first band to play songs live during the interview, and it was so much fun, and I was so happy about that. It was nice. Of course, I'm the only one clapping, going woo, but at the same time too, it was awesome. And they got their I think it was their manager took a picture, and then they tweeted to me as well. So and these guys in the past year or so just signed with a US label as well. So they're doing very well, and I think the album is almost finished if it's not finished already. But they're a good bunch of guys, and they're from Scotland.
And they have a great sound.
Yeah, it's again a little bit of a late '60s feel to it, but modernized, and yeah, it sounded really good.
Yeah, really well recorded.
So that's going to do it for part 6. We can come back with one more part of your in Rewind, and then we'll go right into New Music Saturday. So back in about 5-10 minutes. Until then, thank you guys so much for listening. Bones out. We'll be right back.